In a move that has left the entire hip-hop community in complete shock, Rick Ross has just been arrested by federal agents following a heated and highly publicized spat with 50 Cent over the rights to produce a massive BMF film. And as you can imagine, this story is already setting the internet on fire. Just days ago, Rick Ross, the self-proclaimed biggest boss, decided to take some very bold shots at 50 Cent. On a live broadcast, Ross publicly stated that he was moving forward with his own BMF film, one that would reportedly dwarf the budget and scope of 50's original TV series. But what set the streets ablaze wasn't just that announcement. It was what Ross said next. In a cocky and dismissive tone, Ross declared that he didn't need Big Meech's life rights to make the movie happen. To him, the green light was already flashing and nothing, not 50 Cent, not Meech, not any legal obstacle, was going to stand in his way. But 50 Cent, known for never letting a slight go unanswered, wasted no time clapping back. Within hours, 50 took to Instagram and dropped a ruthless response, making it clear that Rick Ross had just crossed a line that could only be handled in court. Okay, 50 posted, accompanied by a photo of him laughing with stacks of money. Since you have so much money to spend, how about we lavish it in court? The post instantly went viral, with fans and critics alike speculating that Rick Ross had just poked a bear that was not going to back down. And man, when I tell you things escalated fast, they really did. It turns out that Rick Ross's move wasn't just reckless, it was outright illegal. Sources close to the situation reveal that Ross had already begun early production steps for the BMF movie, without securing the necessary rights to use Big Meech's name, likeness, and story. Under copyright and publicity law, that's a serious offense. When you start production on a biographical film based on a living or deceased individual's life without their permission, especially someone as iconic as Big Meech, you're asking for a legal beatdown. Federal agents moved in swiftly. Early this morning, before the sun even came up, Ross was raided at one of his Miami properties. Eyewitnesses say that black SUVs rolled up in formation. Agents rushed to the door, and within minutes, Rick Ross was placed under arrest. He was reportedly calm but visibly annoyed as he was led away in handcuffs, a scene that some people caught on camera and is already circulating all over social media. Now here's where it gets even crazier. Insiders are saying that 50 Cent was not only aware of the pending arrest, he may have been instrumental in tipping off authorities about Ross's unauthorized production. Talk about playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. 50 is a seasoned veteran when it comes to legal warfare. He's fought lawsuits, bankruptcy cases, and defamation claims, and somehow always comes out either on top or barely scratched. And if you think this was just about the BMF project, think again. This feud between Rick Ross and 50 Cent goes way deeper. This isn't some friendly competition about who can make the better movie. This is years of bad blood coming to a head. From diss tracks to court battles, from jabs and interviews to real street tension, these two have been enemies for more than a decade. And now, it seems like the ultimate checkmate has been played. While Ross is dealing with the fallout from the arrest, 50 Cent is out here moving like a man who just won another trophy. Not only has he been posting cryptic messages that hint he's celebrating, but sources say he's also pushing forward with a new BMF-related project, possibly a major theatrical release that would serve as a sequel or spin-off to his current Star series. Let's also talk about Big Meech for a second, because his name is right in the middle of this tornado. Word from people close to Meech is that he was not happy about Ross trying to make a movie without his permission. Despite being behind bars, Meech still maintains strict control over his image and brand. He's been working closely with 50 Cent for years to make sure that the BMF story is told the right way, with respect, accuracy, and integrity. When Ross came barging in with his ego and ambition, it wasn't just disrespectful, it was personal. The BMF family, all those close to Meech and Southwest T, reportedly see Rick Ross's move as a blatant betrayal. And now with Ross behind bars, many are saying it's karma coming full circle. But here's what's really blowing people's minds. Rick Ross might be facing more than just a simple civil lawsuit. There's talk that because his unauthorized movie project involved significant financial backers, marketing deals, and even early promotional contracts, this could open the door for fraud charges. If the feds want to make an example out of him, They could very well stack these charges until Ross is looking at some real time. Meanwhile, 50 Cent is sitting back like a puppet master. If you ever doubted how smart and strategic this man is, doubt no longer. He played his cards perfectly, letting Ross talk too much, act too boldly, and ultimately sink his own ship. Let's also not forget how quickly the public perception is shifting. Not long ago, Rick Ross was seen as a savvy businessman, the Wingstop boss, the man who built a music empire. But now he's looking like the guy who let his pride and ego drag him straight into a federal case. Meanwhile, 50 Cent, despite all the petty beefs and internet trolling, is once again being viewed as a mastermind who knows exactly how to maneuver in this game. Fans are already picking sides, and social media is ablaze. On Twitter, hashtags like #FreeRoss and #50DidItAgain are trending. Instagram is flooded with memes of Rick Ross in a jail cell, while TikTok users are reenacting the whole saga with skits and dramatic reenactments. You couldn't make this